Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Cook now off the read option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a first down carry for Harris. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
there. 54, right there, 54 Mike. We ain't giving up nothing.
They hand this off to Harris. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Eric Hendricks in on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chaz Surratt. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now it's Tannehill. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and goal from the 1. Tannehill going to get this out quickly. It's complete. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill under pressure, and they got to him again. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Now Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, in trouble, and he's taken down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
To try again after the sack, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Man, I got you. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". No chance. Check smash. 700. Mike's 59.
Jones on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, quick hitter here, it's complete. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On second down now, it's Harris, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce. It's out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight end right, tight end right. You got three down, three down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and a yard, Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
4
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go play action here on first down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself. Because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Tannehill on first down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On first down, it's Tannehill. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Left side, Cook. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Jones.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Now Jones.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Jones.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
36, Patriots 22.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got Henry, and he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Hey, you got three.
To throw is Jones.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jones. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.